it's Rhonda from the bewitchinkitchen.com and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe for Italian pizza bread. Later today I'm planning on actually shooting another video for pizza, and I didn't know if I had a good pizza crust recipe. And I remembered years ago my mom used to make this Italian pizza bread and the crust was phenomenal. And after a little bit of looking on my blog, thebewitchinkitchen.com, I did see that I posted it like many years ago. I think it was back in 2009. What is the date? Oh, October 2011, but quite a few years ago. And the picture on there is awful. So I figured, why not make it again, shoot a video and reshoot some photos. So here we go. So first step, KitchenAid mixer. Or you could use a hand mixer or even do it by hand if you really want a good workout. I love my KitchenAid, so we're gonna do that. I actually won this a few years ago at a Twitter party. It was a good prize. So the first ingredient is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Scoop that in there. I'm a really messy baker. There's gonna be flour everywhere. Oh, there it goes. And I'm not like a leveler with a spoon. I just dump and go. I know that's not the proper way to do it, but it's how I do it. Is this half a cup? Yes. Flour everywhere. So 2.5 cups of flour. Next, we're gonna need a teaspoon of salt. I'll just do a few of this. Okay. And then we have a teaspoon, is it a teaspoon? A teaspoon of sugar. Oh, come on. 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. So it's the quick rise yeast. I just bought this. 1 cup of warm water. And 1 tablespoon, is it olive oil? Obviously it's olive oil when I put the olive oil out. That's my thyroid brain. All right, so then we're just gonna mix it up. Start on slow, mix up to about medium and let it knead for, I don't know, I'd say 2 minutes. Oh, plug it in. I'm just gonna feel the dough and see what it feels like because it looks a little dry. No, it's good. Okay, we'll continue. It's okay if it beats longer than 2 minutes too because you really want to work that gluten. Okay, that's done. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of the bowl, spread it around, and let this rise covered for 20 minutes in a warm place. While I do that, I'm gonna preheat my oven to 450. Really? Oh, 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so the crust has risen and we're just gonna roll it out now. Make sure you have your surface floured so it doesn't stick. And I don't have a rolling pin anymore, so I'm just gonna use my hands. Get that all flattened out. Yeah, this is a really good dough recipe. It works so well. Make sure your counters are clean before. Can you tell I have no idea what I'm doing? I'm just working it. Just working the dough. You know what? This is clean. I just haven't put it away. I'm gonna try to see if the Batman water bottle will help. I've never been known to make beautiful pizza dough crusts. They're always patchy. They're rustic. That's what it is. They're rustic. Rustic's in right now. Good enough. So I'm gonna put it on a pizza stone. I'm gonna take a picture because I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. Let's see. Oh, I have my wrong lens on. Where is it? Oh, I need to turn it on. What's going on here? Well, that's not good. I have an error code on my camera. What does it mean? We're good. Turns out I had it on manual focus, not autofocus. Okay, so let's get this pizza bread going. So the magical ingredient is Italian dressing. I'm using the Zesty Italian. It's just my favorite one for this. Now I have to go back to my blog to follow the darn recipe. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna need about 1/3 cup of this Italian dressing, the Zesty Italian. You gotta take the stopper off first. If you have a really good zesty salad dressing recipe, if that's homemade, try that. What would be really good is my pesto vinaigrette or the Greek vinaigrette. I'll post both of those in the comments. So just dump that on. We're gonna need a spoon. Do a little hip action. Okay, so just kind of spread it on everything. So that's done. And then on top of that, you're gonna put 1/4 teaspoon of the following. You're gonna need salt, oregano, and thyme, but my store didn't have any thyme and I'm out. And I was not spending $8 on one that's already in a package, like a thing for me, like a jar. So pretend to put thyme on that. And then we're gonna need, the recipe calls for 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, but I'm crazy and I'm gonna do a full teaspoon. Okay, I can totally see why just 1/2 teaspoon was needed. So on top of that, we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. This stuff's the best. I could eat it like chips. Costco. I've seen it in smaller bottles actually at the grocery store. I don't know, just sprinkle it on until you're happy. In the comments I put a useful comment of Parmesan cheese I use a lot. Well, I tend to do that. It's so hard for me sometimes to measure these things. Parmesan cheese, like I have a theory that when in doubt, just add Parmesan cheese. It's so good in mashed potatoes. I don't know what I put there. I probably put maybe 3/4 cup. And then it's 1/2 cup of mozzarella. Usually big handfuls of cups, so I'm gonna say that's 1/2 cup. And this is pizza mozzarella, not that it matters. And you know what, to make it just look pretty for the photos coming up, I'm gonna add more oregano up top. Ooh, you know what would also look good? Let's see, is my microphone cord gonna be long enough? No. I'm gonna put some red pepper flakes on top. So just pop this in the oven for, it says 15 minutes. I don't know. Just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Probably use 1/4 teaspoon. So we're gonna pop this in the oven for 15 minutes. It's done. So that didn't take too long, 15 minutes. And all I did after was take some butter and rub it along the crust. It just helps golden it up a little bit and keeps it from looking like it's dried out. And this is it. Ooh. Let's try that again. Ooh, this is it. Isn't it beautiful? And I promise you, it tastes really, really good. The full recipe is on the bewitchinkitchen.com. I will post the link in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up, maybe 2, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Ooh.